Well, good morning. Today we're going to talk about how I plant my carrots. This was the onion beds at one time, and I pulled all the onions, and then I conditioned the soil back with some aged compost chicken manure. So I got the beds ready. Now I'm up here. I gotta close up. Now I've already done some rows here, and then I got rained out. But to make my straight rows for my carrots, I take this board. Pretty good here. Are you able to get that there? Okay. Take the board that makes my lines for my carrots. All right, then I go back and just drop a few seeds as much as I can. Then you'll eventually have to go back and thin it out. Oh, I gotta go this way with it. Okay. Okay, we all know how delicate carrot seeds are. Like I said, I just condition my soil, wet it down, soak it down really good. Put my seeds. Okay, then I go back and any kind of seed starting. Usually I make my own, but didn't have time this year. Right, and then I just go back and I put some potting soil on top. That way the seeds can germinate through really easy. Just pack it down a little. I put about, because it's, the soil's pretty lightweight, a good inch on top, and then pat it down. I always have a good germination doing it this way. Because you can see how light and fluffy the soil is here. All right, after we get all that done, and then I do a fine mist. And this helps keep the seeds from, if the water hits it real hard, then they'll just go everywhere. And also, too, I forgot to mention, when you go to condition your soil, you make sure it's level as can be. So that way, when you water, and the water doesn't form a puddle, and all the seeds will run down into all gather into one place. But by wetting the soil first before I put the seeds in, and then drop the seeds in, and then put this thin layer on top and dampen it down, your seeds won't move. And just give it a good watering. Now I come out here in the morning and midday, and then in the evening, and water this down. That way my seeds don't dry out and die. Okay, and then I have this shade cloth that I put on. It's very lightweight, and when it rains, the water can go through it. I put this on so that way, the rain will hit it and it won't just throw my seeds everywhere, and it helps keeps the moisture in. Now I use these markers, your plant markers. And these work like really good, really good. I just poke it down through here, and that keeps it secure where the rain or the wind doesn't blow it all over the place. Okay. What I do, I'll come out here 3 times a day and I'll give it a fine mist and keep it moist at all times. And in about 5 days, my seeds usually start germinating. I always had good luck with that every year. Once the seeds start germinating, then we'll pull the cover off. And if you noticed, I have the hoops here. to protect them from the sun still, to keep the soil from drying out. Then I'll put the shade cloth partially over the hoops. And I'll show that on an upcoming video once the seeds come up. Okay, doing an update on my fall garden. Earlier I showed you me planting. These are carrots. And this is about, I believe, if I am right, I planted these about a month ago. And this is for my fall garden. With the carrots. Here's an update on my carrots. Looks like this one here, this big tall one here, is getting ready to what they call bolt. Okay, so I'm not going to pull that one. I'm going to leave it in the ground till next year, and then I'll have carrot seeds. Let's kind of get an idea where we're at here with the carrots. I'm going to pull one out of the ground. Look at, okay, now these are supposed to get like 7 inches long. So we still have another good growing season, you know, or another good month in that for these to grow. Look how, you know, this gives you an idea how long this is going to be. Well, I'm going to end this video with a carrot. All right. Look, I don't know. Erase it. All right, I'm going to end this video with a carrot. So I will be showing you what I'm going to do with the carrots in the future videos. I am making a meal, what's it called? A meal in a jar, and I'll be using carrots in that jar for my vegetable. And I will also be canning carrots, and then the future video on making baby food from carrots. Okay, have a good evening.